I hope that was the right Joe. I just sent an invite. It says he's playing Chivalry. Okay, I see Joe. Now, here's their voice chat. Hey, can you hear me? It's gonna get confusing on the stream and trying to talk in game. Let me know if you can hear me, Joe. It's just enter to text chat if you can hear me.
Rock on!
Very funny, Jack. Where is Clem Fandango? He's not online. Yeah. I did that joke in the the last stream of Joe's that I was in. I can't see a way to configure the audio input. Oh, you can hear me? Hit enter and type something in chat if you can hear me. Well, you have a controller. I guess. Can you even type in chat? I don't know. Damn console peasants. Is there a push to talk button for the console? I heard something. I can hear something. It's not a voice, but I can hear something.
Hello?
Oh, I can just hear you now. Very low volume. I heard you say hello and a bunch of interference.
Hello?
Hi? Okay, now I can hear you.
Oh, that was weird. For some reason, I had to like twist my headset mic to get it to work. That was
Oh,
kinda weird.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes the connections in those things can be pretty dodgy. I've had to do that with certain headphones. Okay, I have no idea how to play this game from this point.
Me neither. I don't know how to start a match. I guess we just hit right here at mission selection, huh?
Looks like it.
It looks like there's multiple classes too. Did you look at all the classes in case you want to pick somebody else?
Yeah, I did. I think
I just picked this guy.
yeah. I think I'm happy enough with Gunner. Shooting things, that's my style.
I guess you have to pick it. If you go to Crystalline Caverns or whatever, you can pick the match.
Yeah, it looks like we've only got one option.
Can I jump in this?
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
Are you streaming this at the same time?
Yeah. It's just my nephew watching.
Oh, did my mic stop working again?
Oh,
Oh no, it's still going.
it's working. I just forget to push the talk button.
Ah,
I'm not used to that.
I was like looking if I had a push to talk button. I was like, is that a thing on here? I have no idea. Oh, do I have to accept it or something?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe we have to walk into something?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Maybe there's like a drop pod? Oh, it's very, the head bay is very aliens. Has the pods and everything.
Yeah, a more colourful sort of aliens, I guess.
Oh, I'm gonna guess it's right here. In the middle by the planet.
Come on, you lazy bastards. We've
That
got a job
looks
to do.
likely, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know my brother loves this game. My older brother, I haven't seen him in a while, but I would walk in his room and he'd be playing this.
Yeah, it's really popular apparently.
Yeah, it's cool looking. I like the aesthetic. I like you're just like space dwarves. Very 40K.
I hate this.
Dude, this is like
damn
talking
planet.
to one of my heroes.
Weird.
Let's go.
Hang on a sec, let me turn the volume down.
Loot bug
Okay.
open.
We're sending you in deep, so be on your guard. Scanners indicate particularly rich veins of morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
Okay, sorry, just couldn't hear you over the sound effects at points.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna do that as well, even though I've already done that like once. This is kind of loud now.
So you played the tutorial more recently than I have. What are we supposed to do?
We have to go. We have to go and find these rocks for them. We gotta find more kite. It looks like it's not Mel's. So
Oh, yeah,
we just
there's
gotta
a-
explore this cave, I guess.
I see there's a checklist there.
Oh, we fell. Are we stuck? Oh, if you hit B, you can throw a flare.
or F in my
I
case.
think we have to climb out of here somehow.
We just need to break. We just need to break the walls or something.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a map somehow, isn't there?
A map? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I played about 5 minutes of tutorial just to figure out the basics, and I was like, okay, it's enough.
Oh, you're able to skip it? I didn't see that option.
Yeah, I just went in the menu, it was like in the upper right corner or something.
Well, the map
There's gotta
button
be
is...
like a quicker way.
Yeah. The map button is tab on the computer. I don't know what that translates to.
What does the tab button do?
Brings up a map. You can see there's a bunch of open space beneath us, but I don't know if we need to mine all the way down to it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna go back up. I've kind of built steps. So you should be able to get up here as well.
I'm just mining down now.
Oh, you are? I made it back up by the looks of it.
Actually, I might come back up too, because it's going to take ages to mine down.
Yeah, I made a staircase. You just kind of have to walk and then jump out.
Okay, I'll come up. Oh, that's not it. But yeah, okay, now I see it. I'll come up your staircase.
Yeah.
Let's get the minerals.
Okay, so which way do we have to go? We started back there.
I have a zip
And
line.
guess what? We gotta go this way.
I have a zip line.
Somehow. Oh, you should shoot it up at that cliff line up there of the hole. I think this is the way we came, isn't it? No.
I don't know.
I got an Evo nut. Oh, I gotta donate it to the robot.
Whoops. I
Okay,
didn't
I'm
mean
gonna
to
give
do
it to
that.
this guy. There you go. I think we gotta go up there.
I'm just shooting zip lines everywhere now. I hope there's no limit to them.
Huh. I don't know.
We order supply. Here we go. Really soon.
Oh, did that one let you up there?
Ooh, enemies.
Oh, there's friendly fire.
Did that actually damage you?
Oh, yeah. It just took part of my shield and it went back. Probably good to test though for when we fight like a horde. I got another one of those nuts. They're in like weird looking egg things. Let's see. There's more cave beyond this, so. I like the flares. You ever play those like old Alien games?
What's your definition of old? Which ones?
Like, I forget. I always forget you're 75 years old. But the ones, the FPS where they throw the flare.
My biggest memory of
So, like-
flares is from like Terraria, which is kind of like this to some extent,
Terraria.
except 2D.
I tried to play Terraria, I remember, like on my 360. Back when I was at middle school, high school, starting out. I remember I didn't like it. It's always been one of those, though, I've wanted to go back to.
It takes some getting
Past the
into,
Evo
but
nut.
I do enjoy Terraria. It's one of my most played games.
You should teach me how to play it sometime, if it's cross-play. Because I've known no one who's ever played it. I think maybe my brother's played it, but I know like the eyeball. I think I ran really far to the left and saw like a giant flying eyeball, and I was like, all right, I don't know what to do. Oh, I need
Yeah,
to
that's like the
deposit
first
my
boss.
stuff. Oh, it is? Okay.
You ever play
It's kind of
Minecraft?
odd to think about because like I grew up on the 360, and that was like one of the games that like I don't know, like I remember that coming out, and now to think like it feels like it would still be new, but it's kind of older now.
Terraria, yeah,
I find stuff like that fascinating.
yeah. It's been pretty well updated though, Terraria. They've added a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, right on. It's one of those I've been always meaning to play, but like trying it a long time ago, I was like, I don't know.
Hey, I found Morkite.
Oh, right on.
Oh, and the Ebo nuts too. That's what you're talking about. We actually need to extract them.
Oh, there's an Ebo nut. Oh, whoa, what the hell is this? I found like a ancient totem pole.
Ooh, fancy.
We've got a pack of glyphid Praetorians on an intercept course. Get ready.
I guess this
pack
is going to
of-
be combat.
Oh, maybe we should go climb in the middle of that. We could use the electric walls as like a little bit of defense.
Praetorians engaging. Let them have it.
Oh, they're here.
Roger that. Hacking pod is launched and on its way.
Looks like he's got a weak point on his butt.
The hacking pod has landed. Hook it up to the prospector data deposit so the hacking can begin.
What? Oh, I gotta go grab it. I'll go get it.
Okay, me shoot
Oh.
things.
Can you shoot your grappling gun up there? You see like the white outline of the thing? Kinda
I may
near
have used all the grappling ammo.
me. Oh shit. Oh, there's a really, really, really big one. I'm gonna go away from this thing now. Oh shit. I'm being electrocuted.
Ah, my gun's overheating. I'm being attacked.
Fall back. There's a really, really large one now.
My gun was overheated for ages.
They're behind me as well.
There. The wave is almost dealt with. Dispatch whatever's left.
Music's good.
I turned my music down a fair bit. I can't hear it over the sound of my gun.
Yeah, I might need to turn it down a bit more.
Overheated again.
Now, where was that thing at? I think it's up here.
I'm gonna die.
Alright, got it. I'm coming back down.
I hope that's all. I'm on like 1% health.
Oh, he spews out toxic gas. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. I picked up like a little ball. See?
Yeah, I can pick it up too.
And it says... I thought we were supposed to put it on this thing, because I hacked it.
Hey, guys! Help me set up the transmitter node!
Oh, you place them. Okay. I think we have to like make a line of them or something. Yeah. Alright. So see, you have to place your next one in here. And now the bubble should get larger, I think. At least I thought.
Lightning. I'm nearly dead. There's some way to get health. Wasn't there?
Yeah, like you have to mine like a rock. There's like a red rock.
Come and get me, you disgusting bug!
Okay.
Inventory is full. Time to deposit.
We have connection. Hacking pod online.
There we go.
Begin the hacking when
Oh,
you're
well
ready.
done.
Something over here. Maybe I gotta go back up there. I like that they say hack and you just press a button
Hacking has
and then a
commenced.
robot comes out and
Enter
hacks the
hacking
computer for you.
That's real video game hacking.
Well, if you come up here
Get
and
those
look at it.
bastards off the hacking drone now, damn it!
Oh, I might need your help
Hacking
up
drone
here.
under attack.
I'm being attacked.
ASAP!
You've got a lot more health than me. Forgive me if I let them attack you for a bit.
I know we gotta just defend this thing. Here, watch it. Look at the hacking bot if you get a
The
chance.
hacking drone is at it again.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It is actually hacking. Unlike other games where it's just some weird mini game that is. I keep forgetting to press press the key to talk. I keep saying incredibly smart and intelligent things, but no one hears them, except for Jack, who's watching the stream.
We need some pest control on the hacking drone.
I'm out.
And yeah, as Jack has said in the stream. I need to resupply because I'm gonna run out of ammo. But how do you Oh, I'm dead.
I don't know how to resupply.
Can you come and help me?
The hacking has stopped. Get on it, team. We got bogeys on the hacking drone.
Can you revive me?
Oh shit, yeah, I'm coming. I didn't know you were down.
Cheers.
Do you know how to get more ammo?
It said something about using nitro.
What is that?
It's like the red ore that's not the health stuff.
Yeah, I gotta go get some right quick.
I had 40 and I deposited it.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, sorry. I was getting more nitro.
Oh, you can beat him with your pickaxe, okay. It's definitely, I feel like this game would be a lot more fun with more people.
Yeah, it's designed around 4, I guess.
Yeah, thought maybe they'd give us like randoms or like AI teammates.
Out of ammo!
Okay, I'm now out of ammo on my primary weapon.
I've been out. I don't know. Still don't really know how to get more.
Yeah, Jack, I know it's 5, but we don't have enough. We need 80. Does it say how much nitro you've got down the bottom of your screen?
No.
So I got 12 and I've deposited 40, but apparently you need
I
80.
put my sentry up. I'm dead. The sentry's up there though, so that might help. Thank you. Nitro at the bottom right. I don't see it.
Start hacking again.
Hacking drone resuming hack.
Okay, I'm now out of all types of ammo.
I could do that. I wonder if that will defend him.
The hacking drone is under attack. Keep it safe so it can work. Blasted. The hacking drone has stopped. Kill those critters off it now.
We gotta restart it.
Oh shit, there's a really big one now.
Rebooting hack
Oh shit, there's like a flying robot with a laser.
Hack commencing.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I thought this was the first level.
Oh, you're down too?
Yeah. Oh.
That was rough.
You know, I got Sniper Elite 5 installed still, if you want.
I don't have it installed. I'll install it, but it won't be today because I don't know what speed internet you get where you are.
Oh, that went south fast. Onwards and up.
Your butt's hanging out. You can see your underwear. I can't hear you at all. If you're pressing talk.
I wasn't at
Are you
that
good?
precise moment.
You, did you want to play like Sniper Elite or something?
Yeah, I don't have it installed, and I don't know what sort of speeds you get where you are, but on Australian internet it would take a while.
Oh.
I'll install it. We can play it on the weekend.
Oh, okay, okay. We gotta find the way to do an easier mission or something, because that was tough.
I think if we could figure out how to resupply, it would have been fine, because I would have actually had some bullets.
Here we go. If you go over to this little computer, there's a different thing. Assignment board. I might change classes right quick. And see what all there is.
These assignments seem to use some sort of currency that I do not have. I've got one of them.
The character I just selected said if it ain't drillable, it's probably flammable. So, I think I found how I'm gonna main from now on.
Nice. But yeah, I don't think we can do those assignments.
Oh, are they for like solo only or something?
No, I don't know. It says like you need 10 of these blue currency, whatever that is, and I've only got one.
You need what?
I don't know. You got some sort of blue currency in the top left of your, top right of your screen.
Yeah.
How many you got?
132. And then the other thing it says 1.
One, yeah. That's the thing we need to do those missions, I think.
I'm down to do it again. We could just skip that part because I think that was optional. We can always just, try to get, whatever we need for the actual mission.
I see now there's a difficulty selector, so you can choose Hazard 1, Hazard 2, or Hazard 3, or 4, or 5. Well, let's just go with 1, because it was on 2 before.
Mission selected. Powering up the drop pod. Get on board, team.
Let's get this mission rolling. Leaving
Drop
for
sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
time to toss the dice.
When or whatever, your character's little gown went up like Marilyn Monroe. That was kind of funny. You can see your underwear.
I'm sexier than Marilyn.
Huh?
Check the gear and let's go.
What'd you say?
I said I'm sexier than Marilyn, surely. With this beard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these dwarves, man. This is like...
This is a simple mining mission.
I've turned off push to talk, so I should always be able to talk now.
Get you out.
It does,
okay.
it does mean that you'll hear everything I say on the stream, though, but it's only Jack in there, so...
Holy crap, I have driller hands I can equip with this character.
That's why you called a driller, I guess.
I was saying earlier, I don't know if you heard it, but Dave, it's good to finally talk to you and play a game. Being the #1 doddering old man fan.
Yes, the one and possibly only. Other than my nephew.
No, dude, your videos are great. Honestly, I'm sure it'll like really take off at some point.
There's no guarantees.
I mean, no like video game review channel that isn't like, you know, gimmicky or whatever. They never like blow up to like extreme heights. But I'd love it if your channel got more popular, because your Genesis reviews are genuinely great. Like your Simpson one you did about the arcade cabinet was great.
Oh, thank you very much.
I like how you add like story to them and talk about like your like personal story with the game or whatever, like how you went to the arcades.
Yeah, I'm glad you like that.
And the
'cause
one before that, like the TMNT.
yeah, it doesn't seem too self-indulgent, too boring.
No,
Oh.
yeah, it's good.
Not that I really
Good
care
voice
too
for
much, you know.
YouTube.
I just make videos the way I I want to make them. I don't worry too much about being
Yeah, but
boring.
that's good. I don't think it's boring. I think the videos are good, bro. I like them a lot. I'm glad I clicked on that one day, because I was just like, the hell, when I saw the your review for Echo the Dolphin. And I guess you paid, right, to have it advertised?
Yeah, this is an experiment, really.
How much did that cost? Was that like expensive?
It ended up costing a fair bit, but it was at the time of the first COVID lockdown and stimulus packages and everything, so I spent a fair bit to get 1,000 subscribers, which I thought was good. I thought it good to get 1,000 subscribers. Seemed like a good number, but I don't know. None of them stuck around to really watch more videos.
Yeah.
Are you getting this red stuff, this nitro?
Yeah. I'm trying to get it as we go a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And the
Good.
enemies seem to drop it like these slugs.
You can only hold 40 at a time, and I think you got to deposit 80 to get a resupply.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it looks like the missions are randomized because now it's Holomite.
Yeah. It's definitely a neat game, but I could see it getting extremely, extremely boring. Like, oh, some kind of fly. I could see this getting really boring after like an hours. Like seeing caves, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure I see any real long-term appeal to it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm the sort of person that will play a boring style game for many hours if it appeals to me. Like, I've been playing Path of Exile for many hours a day lately in the new league.
I was talking to my older brother about that. He actually plays that. Oh my god, bro, you're still wearing your hospital gown.
That doesn't seem like good mining equipment.
No.
When I'm done working for TRG, I'm starting my own bloody mine. Show 'em how it's done. Took out a loot box.
Okay, we nearly got enough Holomite. Yeah, I'm just going to get as much nitro as I can. Okay, we have 80 nitro.
You ever heard of this, I gotta look at it now. I mean to ask you in Discord, and I always forget. Discovered this really weird Genesis game, and I was curious if you've ever heard of it. I'm gonna find it right quick. Where is it at?
There's a good chance I've at least heard of it.
It's called Biohazard Battle.
Yes, I've definitely heard of it.
I just saw it like a couple weeks back, and I thought, man, that's weird.
Definitely heard of it. Definitely never played it though.
Play a lot of your Genesis games through like emulation.
Yeah, mostly. Although the Genesis collection on Steam, it has a bunch of good games. Like a lot of the ones I've reviewed on the channel are through that. Gunstar Heroes, Landstalker, Echo, of course, Shining Force.
Yeah. I actually bought a copy of Echo back when I like first watched your review.
Yeah, an actual Genesis copy, cartridge version.
Yeah. It has it's in the case and everything. I found it at some store for like pretty cheap, so I bought it. I have not played through it all the way, but I played a little bit and I thought it was fun.
Is that the first one or the second one?
The first one.
Right, yeah.
Don't let him flank you.
The first one's
But
good,
I'm
but
trying
it's can be frustrating as hell.
Yeah, I noticed I was like, the beginning was a little hard.
It's pretty hard all the way through, I would say.
Navigate stuff. I was like, wow.
Mission completion.
I kind of expect that though with some games, especially older ones. I expect a little bit of challenge.
Yeah,
So-
the first Echo though I think is harder than it should be to be really fun. It's one of the main reasons I really like the second one. It's a lot more user-friendly while still being pretty challenging. But it also has selectable difficulty settings, which makes a difference.
Covering fire.
Hmm. So where do we have to go? I think up towards that blue light is not where we came in.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Except there's a little bit of more kite here.
Get lined up.
I'm trying to like slow down though, or I've made a pretty decent effort at slowing down purchasing games. At least like physically, because I still live at home. Like I planned on moving out like back in 2020, but got hurt. So I didn't lose my job at first, but I ended up quitting later on. With some mistreatment from my job, and so that ruined a lot of my plans. And then COVID. And all my video game stuff was in the basement and it flooded. So, or I shouldn't really say flooded, it was more like a very large puddle in the front part of the basement built up, damaged the carpet. So I took, and it was right by all my stuff, and luckily nothing got damaged, but I went through and oh, if I grab onto this thing, I went through and had to move all my stuff to my
Brakes
room.
over, miners. Swarm headed directly for you.
So I don't have as much space anymore.
Yep, I know how that is.
I have
And
to, I have to be a lot more cautious. My closet is like
It's
full.
a big one, team.
Given I'll buy stuff for my Series X, like if I get it physically, I have like a spot for that by my TV. It's because of new games, but
yeah, first thing I do when I become incredibly rich is, I don't know, buy a place with at least one full dedicated room just for video games of all
Yeah.
eras.
be nice. I'd just like to one day one day when I move out, like have my own room that's like, or have like a nice room that's more like just like a hangout room. Nice TV for movies, maybe a projector on a white wall. You know, beanbag chairs. Sounds childish, but I think it'd be neat.
I don't know, sounds good to me.
Have some NASCAR memorabilia.
You have a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Hostiles are backing down. Finish them.
But yeah, I think I said a while back, I lost a bunch of games in a flood too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about a while ago now. 12, 13 years ago.
See, I didn't lose anything though, but I got like close and I had like a heart attack. Like, oh my god, because it was right by the cabinets where everything was kept. So I had like cabinets built to the wall that like had a TV on top, and that's where I kept all the games and like consoles that weren't hooked up. And it flooded to the right of that. And my NES games were sat in it in a box. And luckily I don't think any of them are damaged. But I mean, I'd rather it be the NES games than anything else, because NES games are kind of cheap. Like, I used to go to the store near me and buy NES games for like $5.
Really?
Like, you could get Mario and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so I have a bunch.
I doubt there's a shop within 500 miles of my place where you could actually buy retro games.
See, that one closed, so I don't really have any close to me anymore. So now I've just become like eBay. I just go on eBay. But I just used eBay again for the first time in almost a month. But even at that, like, I probably shouldn't have, because it's a slippery slope for me. I need to not buy anything. But it was a 360 game I got for $10 that I've been wanting to play on Series X. Like, oh, it's not a bad investment.
Yeah, not for something you actually want to play.
Yeah, I try to only get stuff I want to play, but even at that, I get something, I want to play it, and then I end up not liking it, and then it just collects dust. But I don't know where to go.
I think we've done a circuit, haven't we? Is this
I
back
thought
to
there
the
was
start?
like
this
another.
one?
So this way, I could have sworn there was like another hole nearby that I picked up through the wall. Maybe it's down at the bottom.
It is very disorienting, and the map doesn't necessarily help.
Yeah, it's very tricky to navigate.
Ooh, I nearly killed myself through fall damage.
Oh, you already got to that stuff? How'd you get there so quick?
Oh, there was already a path leading up here. Did you dig that out?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I just went behind it.
Oh. A little more.
How much do you have?
Not very much. Like, bottom of my thing literally says 0.1. So
Of
we need
Morkite?
to... Yeah. I
You
don't
sure?
have that much. Yeah.
Well, I've got 37, which means we need like 31 more to deposit. And there was a bunch more up here somewhere.
Hmm. I'm gonna wander around and see if I can find anything.
I can see a big vein just ahead of me if I can get to it.
So long, suckers! No more room. Time for deposit.
Would you find the other vein?
Yeah, just around here. I think, yeah, there's a bunch up behind there. I've got full Morkite though, I need to deposit it. Where's the robot thingy?
Yeah, I got 18 from that. Where is the robot?
Oh, it's just here. It's the green square on the map, I guess.
If I had a credit for every time I deposited,
Ah,
I would be a rich dwarf.
is your chat super active tonight?
I really can't use
What, on the stream?
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to pronounce his name. He joined my stream once and I said it wrong and I felt really bad. Demote or whatever.
Oh, Jack is his real name.
You know what?
He's my
That's a
nephew.
lot easier to say.
Yeah. he just typed, "Tell Joe I say hi." So he's still there. But he is indeed the only viewer.
I don't remember what the first stream of yours I watched. I think you were playing like an adventure game.
Oh, Zach McCracken, like the really old one?
Yeah, I think it was Zach McCracken.
Objective complete. Nicely done.
Yeah, I think that was the first thing I streamed on this actual channel.
Because back when I found you, my arm was still broken.
Yeah,
And
right.
So like back then, I was like super depressed, and just like hanging out at home, and like, you know, it was during COVID. My arm was broken. You couldn't do anything.
Drop pods on the way. Hang in there.
Couldn't do anything, and so I got kind of lonely, and I was watching your stream and somebody else's like as much as I could. It just you streamed like at like 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah,
If I
that's
was
the
up
problem.
and hurt,
Yeah.
I'd watch. Yeah. Although there are actually a fair bit of Australian YouTubers I'm subscribed to, surprisingly.
Departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
I guess you and 2 other people, but not sub to that many people.
Yeah, the problem is my sleeping pattern is so random that it barely matters where I am.
Yeah.
If I'm
that's
streaming
alright.
really late at night your time, it's usually, I don't know, like 4 a.m. your time is like early evening here, I guess.
Yeah.
But if I stream in the morning here, that's more friendly for your time, I guess.
Oh, you got a zip line?
I do. Do we need to go that way?
Yeah, I looked over there.
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
Pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
I'm not sure it can go up something as vertical as this.
Molly's on the move for the drop pod.
Yeah, it's telling me it's too steep.
Oh, crap. Well, we better start digging a staircase.
Maybe if I get the angle right, but... Ooh.
Unit secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
Thank you for your good work. We're gonna leave.
Yeah. We are
Kinda
expendable.
funny. Alright, my staircase made it up.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again.
I'm assuming you have like faster mining than I do.
I don't know. I have that mining thing, but it's
Drop pod departing
like
in
kind of
T-minus
doesn't
3
last very
minutes.
quick. So
Guys, remember you can deposit on the sides of the drop pod. Let's get out of this thing. Hurry up. I'm getting bored.
Okay, no problems.
That's one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
right on. That was a lot easier than the other one.
Yeah, well, we didn't activate some random encounter, that helped. But...
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the hospital gown.
It's amazing. Have you ever heard of the game called Flicky?
Yeah,
Genesis?
I think that's in the Steam collection. I've never played
Oh,
it.
it is?
It's
Looks neat.
I don't think it has the best reputation, but it's got some connection to Sonic the Hedgehog, doesn't it?
For a new
I don't
recruit,
think
your
so. I don't know.
More than adequate. Management believes you're ready to take on a new mission type.
It's made by Sega.
Hunts have been unlocked
but-
for you on the mission terminal.
Maybe I'm getting confused because there were creatures called Flickies in Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'm not sure if they were related.
I don't know. This one's like it looks like a realistic cat and like a bird. And you play as the bird and you have to like looks like you have to guide your chicks away from a cat in the level. Oh hey, we got a good payout. I wanna go see what I can buy.
You need some sort of other currency, or that's all just
Really not that much to purchase.
that's just cosmetic items, is it?
Yeah. I just wanted to look and see what all was there. I think you can upgrade your gun or something.
You'd assume so. A game like this,
I don't
it's got to
know.
be about upgrading.
No!
You have to like
Yeah!
you have to like do like the missions to upgrade, it looks like. I don't know.
Okay, so you can upgrade your gun, but you need to be... Looks like you need to actually level up. And get some other form of... Oh, okay. I can increase the accuracy by using Bismore.
How do you? There's like a. How do you?
Wait to try this
How do you do it?
It
Where
comes
do you
with...
do it at?
Where are you?
I'm playing basketball.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
I did that before. Sort of the opposite side of the mission selection thing. There's an
Alright.
equipment terminal.
Equipment terminal. Oh, there you are.
Looks like different upgrades require different currencies or different ores.
I got a high pressure injector. And improved accuracy.
I'll put it to good use.
I can't improve the pickaxe yet. I have a shield generator. I never use that. I should probably try to remember. Okay, I can upgrade the zip launcher to
Oh man!
be able to work at a steeper angle.
Huh, right on. Another thing over here?
Glasgow.
Oh,
Sorry?
drone?
Yeah.
The drone is getting better. Moscow needs this. Hell yeah.
So I entered a contest to win NASCAR tickets.
Oh yeah.
On this like small podcast I listened to, and I was checking something about it while you were talking.
Did you win?
No, I don't. Their next episode is Monday, and I don't know what they said there's going to be like another step, and I kind of wish there wasn't. Like they're going to narrow down the winner. Like they should just pick the funniest meme somebody made, and say that's the winner.
Please don't kick the barrels into the launch bay. Barrels and launch thrusters do not mix.
Because heck, what was I going to say? The race is in like 2 weeks,
More perk points
and I'd have to like get off work,
Yeah, right. You
get a hotel room. The ticket's free, but you know.
Yeah, you'd want some notice.
Yeah, so it kind of sucks that you're not really getting a whole lot of time. But if I win the tickets, I'm just going to tell my work, like, I can't come in this weekend, this upcoming weekend. I won tickets to a thing. I can come in a different day for someone else, but I ain't coming in. And I'll let them kind of deal with it.
Where exactly do you work these days?
Gas station.
Oh yeah.
It's not very good.
Yeah, at least you got a job. Unlike me.
Oh, you don't work?
Nah. My
That's
country
not
has pretty
bad, I guess.
generous unemployment benefits, though. I mean, it's not great, but you know, I've basically been a professional student most of my life. I've done so much different study. At the moment, I'm waiting to go back to finish off the course I was doing before,
Oh,
which I actually just got an email about today. So it looks like I might be able to fast track that and get it done
oh, right on.
by the end of the year, maybe.
Yeah. See, mine was like, I've been at this gas station like 5 years now total, but I left for like almost a year to work at that construction job where I got hurt, and then that's when I. That's when I went back. I got his drinks over here at the bar.
Oh yeah, I remember watching a stream of someone playing this and they had drinks.
Getting us drunk. I'm gonna buy another one.
Who bloody thinks we look like that? One leaf bar, and can all get it thin with some water.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Worth it.
It looks good, doesn't it? It looks like he's drinking like really
Yeah.
good root beer.
It's actually, oh, you can throw the bugs too, of course. Oh yeah, I don't watch
Alright,
many
wanna go
live
over this?
streams of anything. Just there's a couple of British channels I watch. I don't know if you've ever seen them. PlayStation Access and Outside Xbox.
I used to watch their stuff, and then I kind of grew out of the like. They do a lot of top 10 content.
Yeah, which I don't know. I find their particular top tens amusing, but you know.
They're good though. They were good hosts. I remember particularly liking like. I don't remember, one of the dudes was pretty funny. They're all good though.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, oh, this is good. But I watched them a lot when I was a little more like, probably in high school.
Yeah.
I remember watching Outside Xbox. I don't think I ever watched PlayStation Access. But I mostly watch like, I don't watch a lot of live streams. The only ones I watch are like you if I get the chance, and then there's another dude I watch named J Reviews,
Mission selected. Powering up the
who kind of annoys me because I paid for his Patreon. I did it when I broke my arm. Because he does it where you can say, oh, I want you to,
Come on, go
play this game, and he'll play it on stream.
Yeah.
But he doesn't make enough video content. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of bothersome because it's like I paid $5 and you're not really doing anything.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's a little bothersome.
I've considered starting a Patreon of my own, but until I feel more sort of committed to it, you got to be able to regularly
If you
provide
post out videos
content.
like once a month. They don't have to be long. I feel like then a Patreon would be good.
Yeah, I don't know. Even once a month doesn't seem like enough, really, to me.
I mean, if it's a good quality video, 15, 20 minutes, I feel like
Alright, team,
that
you're
point.
going after eggs this time. Alien eggs. Can't miss them. They're big and they glow. Get the eggs to Storm and Molly.
Gotta
Get
drink some of
back
my
alive.
Gatorade. Feeling thirsty. No, I mean, I like your content. I like your videos a lot. I like that you don't just like a lot of smaller YouTube channels kind of dick ride the latest thing, and I can't really get mad at that. But sometimes it is pretty bothersome. Like a big offender was. Do you remember like Super Best Friends Play? I never really watched them.
Yeah, they... maybe.
Well, they split up, and the one, when he had to make his own channel, his following wasn't as big, because he's kind of an asshole to begin with.
Ooh, I'm falling. I'm down. I died.
This is so steep.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to jump across.
I'm trying to get to you.
Oh, there's some big plant thing. Yep. But yeah, I don't watch many live streams either. In fact, I would genuinely say that I've watched more of your live streams than anyone else.
I don't even know if I'm gonna do it anymore. I just
Yeah,
want
if
to
you-
try it for fun.
I was gonna say, it's been like a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, I got like pretty busy, like for like a week there, and I was like, eh.
I actually did a test stream the other day of streaming from the PS5 because I got the new headset. When I tried it in the past, the voice quality was just not worth it.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a bit better now.
I really can't
See, I might stream some PS5 games at some point.
Oh, right on. Hopefully I could catch a few.
I still need to finish Final Fantasy IX though. Jack's still watching the stream. I'm
I
like
need
10
to
hours
watch-
in.
I need to play some of those. Not to cut you off, but I need to play some fucking Final Fantasy. I know
Well,
so many people who like those games and I can
Yeah.
never get into them.
well, as I've said, I totally get people who don't like Final Fantasy. It's a very specific sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you've tried and not been able to get into them, then, you know, they just might not be your sort of thing. Particularly if you're not into the turn-based sort of combat thing.
I need to deposit in the mule.
Where's the mule at?
Looks like it's up above us. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just up there.
I need the damn minecart on there.
Oh, if you hit Y, he comes to you. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think we actually have a chance to make it out alive.
So what else have we
What I
need?
was gonna say about that Matt McMuscles is that like
Yeah,
he
right.
doesn't seem like a bad dude, but he kind of dick rides the latest thing. So there's a YouTuber I really like named Mandalore Gaming, and when Mandalore Gaming makes a review, at least what I noticed, Matt McMuscles like a couple days later will have a video on the same game.
Yeah,
Because
right.
Mandalore Gaming's video creep into that top 10 gaming on YouTube for like a day or a couple days, and then he goes on that. Same with like Civi 11. I think you watch Civi, but
I like Civi, yes.
yeah, Civi's great. Like he'll copy Civi and make like a video like it'll be like Civi will make a video say Doom 64 just for example, maybe not really happened, but then Matt will make a what happened.
Yeah, yeah, he's the What Happened guy.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
a few of those videos.
Which the What Happened series is funny as hell because he's literally reading the Wikipedia word for word.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't make a script, he reads the Wikipedia. Embellishes a little bit, changes a little bit of words around, but he literally reads the Wikipedia. Because he was getting called out for it like a year and a half ago, and people were like, oh, you're just reading the Wikipedia. And he would block him. Like, I think he blocked me when I said it on Twitter. I was like, you're literally just
Really?
reading the Wikipedia. Yeah, he would just go to, like, a controversial game or whatever, game's history page, and read the history of it. And that was it. And that was content. You know, I mean, he doesn't necessarily seem like a bad dude, but his YouTube channel is annoying to me. Like, low effort, and then he gets a lot of views from the low effort. When someone like you puts like a shit ton of effort into something and more passion, and he's just kind of telling you why DMC flopped because someone else made a video on it a week ago.
Yeah, I have some sympathy. I wouldn't say I put a lot of effort into my videos. I don't do a lot of research. I do some if I need to, but you know, I mean, most of it's based on my own recollections and nostalgia factor.
Yeah, but that's fine. You're talking with some passion about something you care about. He's just reading a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Off of Wikipedia. You know, it's like another YouTuber that has really rubbed me the wrong way. Like last year around October, I was finally kind of like, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit no more. It was AVGN.
Yeah, right.
I was done. As like someone who loved that channel for a very long time, I was just so like rubbed the wrong way finally, and just like, all right, I can't do this shit no more. Because he sold out, which is fine. I mean, if you're busy in life and your channel's as big as that, you know, massive, you know, whatever. But
You know, Jason
people he sold out
Graves.
to are terrible.
Jason Graves, aka Oi from my Discord. He did a
Yeah.
video on AVGN. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
It was I haven't watched it because I'm not really like I like AVGN, but I don't really care that much about the drama behind him or whatever. But yeah, he did a video on AVGN and it got a whole heap of views. Got a lot of subscribers for his channel, and also a lot of people slagging him off in the comments.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of fans because I would defend AVGN, not like to the death, but like I loved his content back in the day. Now it's just, I don't know. The thing that really rubbed me the wrong way was he sold out, and the people he sold out to are kind of terrible. Like a few of them there are cool, but like I ain't one to be like dig up old shit, but like it wasn't even that old. Like this, like a comedy sketch that was deleted now, but like of one of the dudes on there saying the N-word with like the hard R, and it was like 2016, and it's like I don't know how that would fly in 2016. Like, and then their owner's just really shitty. Like I would listen to this podcast because I overall I like Matt Matei, even though Matt Matei has like controversy to him for just being like kind of crazy.
Really?
And weird stuff, but
I'm totally ignorant of all this
him.
behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, but I would listen to the podcast between Matt Matei and the new owner of Cinemassacre, and the owner of Cinemassacre and that company that I don't remember what the name of it. He is just such a dickhead. Like he's like he has like this shrill voice and that's like really grainy, and like nails on a chalkboard. Which, you know, he can't help, but then it's matched with, like, him just being an arrogant dick. And it's like, oh my god, I can't stand it. It's so, like, he's just mean and, like, mean-spirited about everything he talks about. It's so depressing. And then, the thing with AVGN was, like, people were mad that, like, oh, you sold out, you know. Which, you know, oh well, he's like just the voice. He doesn't really play the games anymore. And part of me hates that, part of me gets it, but another part of me is like, that's your job. Like, if you have a family and you have a job, like, you're still gonna go to work every day, you know? But, I digress. The thing that made me mad was that he stated that he was going to be doing his Monster Madness in October. And he was like, this is the first time ever, very long time, I'm going to do it all myself. So he said he was writing all of it, recording it, everything. And so everybody was like, oh, sweet, you know, he's going to be doing all this stuff again. First video came out, it was plagiarized. And then he goes, oh, well, an intern at the company wrote it. And it's like, you literally just said you were doing it all yourself. So it was like, you know, he finally kind of proved that he was lying to his fan base. And it was like, all right.
Really, yeah, it's...
And the dude they fired over it too was like such a funny individual. Because I would listen, because I the one show from that company I like that like over AVGN is called like Hack the Movies. And they would talk about like movies. I don't know if you ever watched AVGN, or that Cinemassacre, they had rental reviews and they canceled it because it didn't get enough views. And then they picked it up as like a different show on the platform called Hack the Movies, and it was good. You could listen to it as a podcast, which I do at work, or you could watch it. And one of the dudes on there named Newt was hilarious, and he's the one who took the fall for it and left. He like left the company and everything. And I was like, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out. And I kept trying to watch the show without him. And they brought on, not to sound like that Andrew Tate guy, but they brought on like two girls. They were like guest hosts sometimes. They were fine, but they had to be fine with like mixed in with other people. Because unfortunately they were very like, oh, this movie's good. And they like the one girl, they'd be like, why is the movie good? And she'd say, oh, because it's just sexy. Or, oh, this person's so hot. Like very like even a dude could be that way, but vapid. Like they didn't really have any personality. And all they brought to the show was that the one was extremely attractive, so they got a shit ton of viewers because of her. And it was just, yeah. When that guy left, it just was not the same. Felt more like soulless. Because I tried to watch an episode, they were talking about something, and they were trying to defend like a villain in a movie, just because the villain was hot, and it was like, okay, yep, I'm good. But enough talking about Cinemassacre, because that'll depress me. I spent like 8 years of my life watching that channel, just to see it like flush down the drain.
You really need to check out Jason Graves' video on it. You might agree with it, you might hate him for it, but one way or another, I'm sure you'd find it interesting. But yeah, me personally, I have never watched... Like, AVGN is all I know of that whole channel slash group of people. I never watch any of the other Cinemassacre stuff.
Let's see, what, Jason, I'm gonna look it up, and I'll watch it, like, tonight before I go to bed.
Okay. I would have linked it in my Discord ages ago. I linked a bunch of Jason's videos.
Look, 'cause I think I'm subscribed to him. I might not be, but I don't know. I'll have to look. Recently, I've been watching like a little bit of like one-off stuff of like I found like 3 channels that do like Let's Plays, but do like a 30-minute video of like the whole game. And just like the funny moments of them playing it. That's been rather enjoyable.
Yeah, you enjoy that sort of thing? It's...
Oddly, it's kind of relaxing because the one I watch is really funny. The other 2 are okay. Like if I get bored, I could see myself not watching them anymore. But...
Yeah, I've considered doing sort of like Let's Play videos like that, like stuff where you, like exactly like you say, where you might play through a game, but then condense it down to the best half an hour or so.
yeah.
I'm just not sure I have the spontaneous sort of wit to really make that worth it. I think I need to do scripted stuff.
I know, like, one of the dudes or at least 1 or 2 of them have, like, editors. But the one is, like, OBO Shoes. And I know he streams on Twitch, but I haven't watched any of it. But his videos are, like, really funny. And then the other 2 I could, like, live without. Like, if I ever end up cleaning out my subscriptions, I could see myself, you know, getting rid of them.
See, that's interesting. Do you actually go through your subscriptions every now and then and do a clean out? Because I've had arguments with a friend of mine. Yeah.
What about a friend of yours?
A friend of mine does that, and I don't know, it seems weird to me. Like, the only time I've ever unsubscribed to someone is if they start posting a lot of videos that I don't want to necessarily watch anymore. I've never actually gone through my subs list and just cleaned out people that don't upload anymore. But...
I just, not even when they don't upload anymore, like sometimes I'll stay subscribed because, like, hoping, like one of my favorites, like probably in like my top 3 right now is this dude named Andy, Inspector Magnum. He literally dropped off the face of the planet for like a couple months and then made a video and then disappeared for a year.
Is that the guy that does the racing games? Or...
No. That guy disappeared. There was like a dude named Old Racing Games that I really like.
Yeah, that's right.
And he has not uploaded in like months. I remember asking him a couple months back in the comments, and he replied, said he was focusing on university.
Yeah.
And he said he was almost done. So I don't know if he's just kind of given up. His channel was good in this weird nostalgic way, because he would have like a lot of live action scenes that were filmed, like you could tell like he was filming it himself and trying to make it seem a little bigger than it was. Felt like old YouTube. But this guy, I think he's around my age. So I'm 24, so he's probably 23, 25, somewhere around there. And he grew up on like the same consoles as me, and he has such similar taste to me. It's weird. It's like a lot of the stuff he reviews is like stuff that like I think I would want to play. Like he reviewed a game called Condemned Criminal Origins, which is like one of my... We are inside something right now. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's where the eggs are, I think.
Oh, that's how you're finding the eggs? I've really been running around like, where are these eggs?
You gotta see them on the map. They show up.
Oh, okay. Alright. A dumbass.
There's only one more.
But yeah, Andy Inspector Magnum is a great little channel with like some pretty good like retrospectives. He does a lot of like just anything. His most recent one was a racing game that was like an Xbox 360 and Xbox 360 PC game from like 2009 that like nobody really talks about anymore. So that was like super cool. He did like Halo 4. He talked like he made like a really long 2-video header about why Halo 4 sucks. And why like 343's version of Halo is terrible. Which was pretty good. I mostly enjoy his more like makes a lot of content on like obscure forgotten games. But yeah, he's a good channel. I'll have to link a video of his that I think you'd enjoy.
Yeah, it's tough to find people with similar tastes and an appealing personality to actually watch the videos.
I think when you understand a reviewer and know like what kind of games they like, then it's good. Like I don't want to watch someone who doesn't like RPGs review an RPG, because then they're gonna like be like disingenuous about it. Like, I don't know if you know that like Video Game Donkey, kind of he does not like RPGs, but then he'll review the latest RPG and be like, oh, this sucks. And it's like, well, you don't like RPGs, so why are you reviewing it? It'd be like if you didn't like Genesis games, but you reviewed Genesis games, you'd be like, oh, this one kind of stinks.
Bug sign. We got bug sign. Swarm incoming. All
eggs in.
Management will be pleased. Escape
Oh, you got it.
button is activated.
I didn't realize that they were in the walls. I've literally been running around this whole time,
Drop pod en route.
like
Hang in
looking
there.
for eggs.
The swarm is upon you.
But yeah, it's sort of a whole
Okay,
different
drop
thing,
pod.
isn't it? Reviewing games that you don't actually like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? I've steered clear of it
it's
so
just
far.
weird.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
Like, if you have something to talk about the game,
Departing
that's
in
fine. Like, if you don't like the game and you want to discuss why, but like, not liking a genre is annoying to me. Like, you don't like, say somebody doesn't like FPS games and they review an FPS game. Why? You don't like FPS games, you know? And that's what YouTubers do because they want, you know, oh, the newest RPG that's huge. Like, I'm sure a lot of people reviewed Elden Ring that didn't like Elden Ring because easy views, you know?
Yeah, I think
I have done-
it's okay to review a game, or it's okay to not like a game, so long as you can make an effort to explain it, why you don't
Yeah,
like
you
it.
have to be able to say why you don't like it.
And I think you got to make the effort to also understand why other people do like it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just something that really
Like,
annoys
you
me
have
when
to
people
like the
say,
genre.
yeah. It just annoys me when people say, or people think because I don't like a game, no one could possibly like this game. Right?
Yeah.
Or because this game does not appeal to me, it is objectively bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. People being... I'm sure that happens a lot too with like the kind of like the League of Legends. Like if you tell someone you like League, they're like, oh god. Like that's kind of my first thought. It's like League is just I've played those kind of games and I don't get it. Again, it's one of those like too. I don't understand how people like it either.
Really?
Yes, I mean I likes it and say, oh, that's a bad take because you like it. I don't get the appeal.
Well done. You clearly know how to use a pickaxe, but do you have what it takes
That makes
to handle
sense.
more heavy
Anytime I've
mining
tried one of those
equipment?
games, like I played the
Management has
Pokemon
granted you
one.
access to on-site refining defining
oh
mission.
god, what is it called? Pokemon Unite? And I was like, I don't get it. People I played with were really into it too. They
Pokemon
were,
Unite.
like, super.
Is that
Yeah,
like
it's a League clone where it's Pokemon. It's like free on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, on the Nintendo, of course. That's why I haven't played it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I knew people who loved it.
Hot potato.
I certainly didn't understand MOBAs at first, but I'm sure you can understand the appeal of a fast-paced, competitive game.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I just
universal.
whenever I boot it up, I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know?
There's quite a big barrier to entry, and that you need to know what you're
Yeah.
doing before you can really start enjoying yourself. Particularly if you're actually going to play against other people. But you know, I mean, I totally get why people like the more realistic sort of military simulations. Like, I mean, Hell Let Loose. It's not even that
Yeah,
realistic,
Hell Let
but
Loose is hard, but
yeah.
it's fun when you get like a good match. But I definitely rage in it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I feel like sometimes I'll play and I'll go like 20 minutes without getting a kill. I'm like, oh, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I would struggle. But I do understand
Yeah.
why people like it, and like people can be really hardcore into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I like the military stuff. Like anything military aesthetic or like this right here, like grimy, like you're just some dudes going to a rock to dig. Like and shoot stuff. I like those, you know. I love Tom Clancy.
Yeah, right.
I like those kind of games. I do want to one of these days I want to stream like one of my favorite games of literally of all time is this little game called Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. And I want to stream it one of these days, but I want to have like
Little
a
game.
little bit-
it was
Huh?
you called it a little game. I think that was at one point the highest rated game on game rankings, I believe.
I don't know. I don't think so because I could see it being hard for people to get into.
Yeah, but the
Because
people
it's a
that did get into
tactical-
it really liked it.
Oh yeah, it's really good, but it's not. I only say little because it's a game nobody talks about now. And the thing is like the console version is the objectively the best version to play. Like, the PC version sucks. It's essentially a totally different game.
This is the most fun I've had today.
Because the PC version is a first-person shooter, and the Xbox 360 version is the third-person shooter.
Really?
The
Okay.
first-person shooter is broken. Like, it does not play right. Like, the AI gets stuck. It's basically a different game. But I like the games. They're fun. The first game I discovered by watching you might watch him, Racevic. He made a video and it was like modern day military shooters before Call of Duty 4
Yeah.
or Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And he discussed it. And I was like,
So
that
was
was
it-
interesting.
Was that before COD 4? Or...
Yeah, the first one. Second one came out after, and the second one is better. The first one is a decent game, but not amazing. It's flawed, but it has some neat ideas. At the end of each level, there's a truck that shows up that's supposed to let you rearm and get back out on your mission, or either continue a mission or end it, whatnot. And
Fair warning, any vandalizing or destruction of company
What does he
property
say?
will be deducted from your pay at the end of the month.
Nothing relevant.
yeah, I'm throwing barrels in a thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's making him mad. Yeah, but this truck shows up and you can restock, or it's the end of the mission, and it shows up because the whole game takes place in Mexico, because Mexico, America, and Canada are making a treaty, which they passed up on an amazing name, because they call it something stupid, and I'm like, why didn't they call it the CUM treaty? Because I was like, that's kind of funny, but obviously they wouldn't do that. But so you're in Mexico, and these terrorists are kind of attacking American bases, and stuff in Mexico and attacking like Mexican military stuff and political buildings, the government buildings, and you get sent in as like you're supposed to stay under the radar. It's like they send in the ghosts, and there's just like a squad of 4 kind of deal, and they want to keep it under wraps. They don't want, you know, they don't want the American public knowing that you're there operating. They don't want Mexico knowing. And then it's not a stealth game or anything, but like, you know,
Barrels are to be left alone and not hurled, kicked, tossed, or in any way moved around.
but they don't want you to, you know,
For my best friend on the
I don't know, get found out. And so at the end of this one mission, you're at the embassy, the U.S. embassies, and you're supposed to extract these people. And as soon as you show up there, the music goes quiet, and like the truck shows up. You're like, oh, it's done. You go up to the truck, boom! All of a sudden, the embassy is literally in pieces. It blows up, and you have to stand in the remains of it and hold out while like enemies are attacking the embassy. And there's like this really haunting music playing where it's just like, you know, it's just a lady, like a little bit of an orchestra, like quiet, somber orchestra, but like sounds like something you'd hear in like Dark Souls is playing, and you're literally like holding out for dear life as like streets are being flooded with like terrorists. And it was that level that made me knew I loved the first game, and the second game hits like even higher highs. Because like there's a whole section where like
Stop it, now!
you're supposed to take out a convoy before it reaches the border, because if it does, you're gonna get found out and the American public will know you're there and operating. And that was like pretty intense and pretty hardcore.
Please just let the barrels be, as fun times go.
If I could find the song, I'd send it. I gotta find the embassy song, because it's literally a minute long. And I sent it to a couple friends who are into action games, mostly like hack and slash stuff, and they were like, dude, this literally sounds like something from like Dark Souls 3, and it's in a Ghost Recon game. But imagine my pain now, where Ghost Recon is now an open world FPS.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Yeah. I figured you're probably not quite such a fan if you like the tactical element.
Yeah, Wildlands ain't bad. It ain't good, but it ain't bad. And then Breakpoint is just like, why? Because they turned Ghost Recon into like a looter shooter. They turned Battlefield into a hero shooter. Although they're fixing that, supposedly. Heroes will still be in the game, but they'll be under classes, and they're going to take out a majority of their voice lines. Because it's kind of weird when your Battlefield game is about the Earth literally falling apart and everybody killing each other and fighting to survive. And you shoot a guy in the head and your character says like a quippy one-liner from Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it could be classified as a hero shooter, but I did not like those stupid one-liners.
Yeah. It's definitely trying to be, though, with the specialists. And the weird thing about the specialists being able to equip whatever gun you want, so you can make overpowered, like, absolutely insanely overpowered characters. But I have no hope. I've already uninstalled it. I played it for like 2 days and I was done.
Yeah, I had the 10-hour trial on EA Play, and I didn't use up those 10 hours.
Yeah.
The Memorial Hall.
Yeah, you should make your own YouTube videos at some point. You've obviously got plenty to say about them.
I know. I need to. I need to play, like... Oh, what? Oh, promotions. I want to at some point. I just don't have, like, a PC or way to capture footage. And I don't want to buy anything like that right now.
Yeah, it's kind of tougher if you want to get the footage from a console.
Yeah. It's a thing I want to do one day, though, for sure. Like, in the future, I definitely want to do it. But
With the PS5, it's easy enough to record footage just to the PS5 hard drive and then copy it over. Like using an external hard drive. I assume you can do something similar on an Xbox, can you?
You can do like you can start recording, but I don't know how long that lasts. But the other thing is 4 minutes. So
Really? There's no option to
there might
change
be a
that?
way to change it.
Yeah.
There might be, but I'm not entirely sure. It's something for the future, but for now I gotta get more things straight in my life before I ever decide I want to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's
First
a
game
great
I'm
way
gonna
to
review is
engage
Raw
with
2.
games.
Yeah. I just want to talk about games that I like. I want to get more people to play them, kind of thing. You want to do another mission?
Operation commencing. Expect turbulence.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I press a button
Did
to
you do
change the
that?
gravity.
Barrels into the launch bay. Barrels and launch thrusters.
Okay, one more mission, then I'll probably go get something to eat.
Alright.
And yeah, I'll install Sniper Elite. Like it's like 100 gig, I think, isn't it?
Barrels are to be
Yeah, it's
left
pretty big,
unmoved
but
and
it's
not
very,
hurled,
very
kicked,
fun.
tossed, or in any way moved around.
It's definitely more fun than this.
Calibration
Because I'd be
complete.
down to
Gravity
replay it with
returning
you,
to
because
nominal
you can do the
levels.
whole thing in co-op. And it's not relatively long. And I feel like having a co-op partner would be really fun, because I know I've replayed a lot of the missions, because that game has really good replay value. And just from doing the Axis invasion as well. So I know where a lot of the stuff is.
Yeah,
Best
well,
mission in that game is like you have to infiltrate like this medieval town that has a castle in the middle of the wall, and once you get in, it's literally like there are Nazis everywhere, and you have to get to the castle and then get to the top floor because the Nazis are having like a super secret evil meeting in like on the upper level, and like blow up the door and pull out my like Tommy gun like it was like Inglorious Bastards.
I love that
Sprayed them
film.
all down, and then like the whole place was on the run, and they were all like gunning for me, and I had to try to escape. So like I like that. Like I'll play it any way you want. Like I could have fought my way in there, or I could have, there was a way to destroy something that would have fallen and killed
Scanners
them,
have
but
located several huge deposits of liquid morkite. To extract it, we're sending in a refinery for you to set up.
could have stealthed in
Locate the
there.
wells
Could have
of
done a lot of
liquid
different
morkite,
stuff.
set up pipelines, and pump it all back to the refinery. Good luck, team.
Those are the kind of games I like. I need to play Dishonored though. I love open levels that let you kind of do whatever you want. Not necessarily open world, but big levels that have a lot of open-endedness.
Apparently Dishonored's pretty good for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to play it. I never have.
I'll bring you back.
I don't know what we're supposed to do here.
No.
We have
Something
to-
about building
oh,
tunnels.
We have to get this, please.
I think we're actually doing alright so far.
Oh, okay, we do actually have to
Oh, they
kill things.
fly. They're those blue things on the wall.
Exterminator at work. Investor fleet down. Over. Fleet down.
Shoot me like a friend request after this too. Or I'll try to send you one somehow. I can figure it out.
I thought I did. Aren't we friends now on this?
No,
Really?
I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, I can go to my recently played with and send you one, it looks like. No? What's your name on here? It's like Gandalf.
Yeah, Gandalf. Man, that's an old name.
Oh, there
Like.
you go. Right, there you go. Says you're my follower. I think that's what
Oh,
happens when you shoot someone a friend request now.
yeah, right. Okay, I just got a
Yeah.
notification saying that you added me as a friend.
Is your real name Adam?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I expected it to be something like
Another faster fleet kill.
like old man British, even though you're Australian. Like I expected you to say your name was like Reginald.
Vladimir Ulysses Prendergast III.
Yeah. Don't know why. Just expected that from like
Yeah.
your taste and stuff.
In some mythologies, Adam's the oldest name ever.
Really?
Well, Adam and Eve,
Faster fleet down.
Request accepted.
you know, the Bible.
That's true, Adam and Eve, yeah.
Inbound.
No biblical significance to my name. Just my parents picked it randomly.
Hmm.
I feel like I want a sniper scope.
Die, flee.
I'm out of pistol ammo.
Pump jack requested and is inbound.
Oh, he's like,
Well done. Secondary
There we
objective completed.
Alright. God. That was annoying.
okay, you gotta drag a pipeline from that to the pump jack. Easier said than done.
Oh well.
I kind of feel bad for killing these worms now, because they don't fight you back, and they're just purring like a cat.
Well, that's mining for you. Destroying the ecology.
Yeah. You got any games coming out this year that you're excited for?
Only Final Fantasy related.
That's not bad, though.
Is the,
Does that come out this year?
they're doing a remake of Crisis Core, which is the PSP exclusive Final Fantasy VII spin-off, but which does have quite a bit of relevance to the remake. And the second episode of the remake's coming out like at the end of next year, apparently.
Pipe plonks down.
But they're the only games on the horizon that I will actually spend money on, I would say. There's a few games that I will play when they come to
have a
Game
fair
Pass.
bit. Yeah. I have a fair bit I'm excited for, honestly. Like, I can't help but be kind of pumped for. I'm excited for that Evil West.
That actually looks pretty good.
I'm extremely excited for Space Marine 2, but that's next year.
Space Marine 2, is that a Warhammer thing?
Yeah. I don't know anything about Warhammer, but I like the aesthetic, and I played the first Space Marine, and I love it.
Pipe blades could use a hand building it.
So it's one of those I want to play more of it, you know?
I don't know if you've seen Scorn. It's sort of a...
Yeah, I got that on my wish list from the Game Pass.
Yeah, I see it's coming
That's
on
one that I
Game
remember
Pass.
seeing the trailers for like fucking like what 8 years ago now.
Yeah, oh, 8 years? I know it's been a while.
It's been a very long time, and I'm like, oh wow, that's actually gonna come out. Because that's one of those I remember seeing it and I thought it looked cool, but I was like, I haven't seen it in a long time. It's probably just, canceled secretly or junk.
Yeah. I know it was in development hell for a long time.
Yeah, not a good sign.
For what we've seen of it, it definitely looks amazing, but as to whether there's actually any good gameplay, I think is still very much up in the air.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad it's coming to Game Pass to be able to try it without actually paying anything.
Hey, do you see this metal pipe that I'm trying to build?
Yep.
Can you see what's blocking it and clear it? Because I can't run back and look.
You probably need to build it around. You can only build sections in a certain length. They can't be too long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
I just had to like straight line it.
No, you need to build it in sections, so I did anyway.
Huh.
Why do we even bother
And then it looks like you need to go
That's way
back.
easier then.
It's, yeah, the angle's a bit rough though. This reminds me a lot of Satisfactory.
That's another game my brother plays. I should look and see if that's on here. There's a lot of like weird small games that I've seen reviews for that like I want to play now really badly.
Yeah. And
And now that I have like the new console, I might be able to.
I don't know if that's even on console actually. Satisfactory, is it?
Like Satisfactory is one I've wanted to check out for a long time.
Is it on console then?
I don't know. I just remember seeing my older brother played the crap out of it, and I'd walk in because he's a huge PC gamer. And,
Yeah.
I'll walk in his room and he's on his rig playing whatever. Funniest thing was I remember when he got his PC and he was playing games that like I was still playing on like 360. I was like, what was the point then?
Yeah. Higher frame rate, I'm sure.
Yeah. I remember his first PC was Alienware.
Yeah. They've got a bit of a reputation of being overpriced, don't they?
I don't know. He does not have one anymore. Okay, this one's hooked up.
You got to come along and then build it in sections. To finish it off, which I'm doing.
Why isn't it coming on though? Do I have to turn it on or something?
You got to come back for each section and do a little, like, hit E to actually build it. Like, what you've done is just erect the framework.
Oh.
Scanner show the way to spinning out. Take out the rest of them, stat. Second pump jack connected and ready to pump. You're doing well.
Okay, so just the one more
We're sitting
needs to
over
be
here
connected.
for like 10 minutes wasting time just trying to get it in one go, and I didn't know you could build it in sections.
Yeah. That really is very much like Satisfactory. You need to build the pipelines in limited length sections.
Yeah, where's the next one at?
Molly! Oh, right. We didn't bring her for this one.
You remember where the next one was?
No, I can't. Oh, it looks like it's the opposite direction.
Pipes up.
Yep. Oh, that's interesting.
Send a pump jack, please.
Okay, it is over here, but I need to build a pump jack.
Clear from the impact zone.
Can you see where I am?
Yeah, I'm headed that way.
Let's get the pump jack connected.
Build it as I go. Now that I know how to do that. Okay. Getting there.
One down, more to go. I don't get paid enough for this.
Whenever I think of Satisfactory, I think of like the isn't it like all in like one big like grassy field? Because I'd walk in my brother's room and he'd be playing like he'd be in one giant like grassy field.
No,
And
it's definitely not all in one
pipes.
grassy field.
Conveyors.
Yeah, I mean you'd want to start off, or you'd want to put your main sort of base in a big open area if possible. But once you get quite a few hours in, you'll need to build pipes out to all different parts of the map through all different sorts of terrain.
Hmm.
This is hard work.
All pipelines and pump jacks built. We're ready to start extracting the liquid morkite. Return to the refinery and start up the pump sequence.
I like that they let you grind on these.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a nice little touch. Now watch us have to defend all these pipes.
Yes, I assume there's going to be
The liquid
enemies
morkite is
incoming.
being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise will draw in the locals, so stay on your toes and do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment.
Yeah.
Bugs, get ready.
I don't have that much ammo, and we're not going to be able to get more, are we?
We have to deposit in this thing here.
Oh, we can actually deposit in that thing.
Yeah.
Pump sequence at 25%. All systems running at 100.
Oh, cool. We can resupply.
I went to the movies tonight. And I watched, I don't know if you keep up with movies at all, but I watched this movie called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Fix it to keep the extraction running.
I don't think I've heard of that.
The Wind kind of thing. It was really, really good.
Supplies are coming.
Kind of a what sort of thing, sorry?
Huh?
What did you say it was, sorry?
It's called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
And what did you say after that?
It was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. It's like a horror thriller where these like vapid college kids go and excuse me. They go and like there's going to be a hurricane, which is first of all showing off their vapidness. They're going to celebrate it in their big mansion while their parents are away, holding out with no power, getting drunk and high and whatever.
Damn kids these days.
So it's like you already hate these characters because they're shitheads, but that's the point. Like they use like hilarious like millennial Gen Z dialogue. Like they're like at one point one of the characters is like, oh, "You're gaslighting me," and it's like dialogue that would be jarring, but it's doing it in a satirical way while still trying to be realistic, and it works really well. I could not stop laughing. Like, it was actually hilarious.
I've not been
Like,
to an actual
they-
cinema in some years.
This pipeline is fixed,
Wow.
but there are more outstanding issues.
I know a lot of people who don't know. That's
The
fine.
extraction of liquid morkite is
I'm sure it'll
running.
be,
Keep up the good
if
work.
it ever comes to
We'll be
like
done in no
streaming
time.
at home, you should check it out because it's
Pump
hilarious.
sequence 50%. Keep all systems running.
I mean, it's a
We'll be
realistic
done in no
horror
time.
movie. People die in it, and it can be pretty graphic.
Swarm, we got another
But
swarm.
like,
That's not the new
characters are
Cronenberg one, is it?
No. I know what you're talking about. That's like Crimes of the Future, I think. Is that one?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
This one's like, I don't know, it's directed by some lady, and I thought it was gonna be. It's a serious movie, but the characters are all assholes, and you want to see them all die.
Yeah.
But like,
That's good for a horror movie.
like it's one of those. Yeah, you want to see every single one of them die because they're just terrible, terrible, terrible people. And like the stuff they do to each other is like awful. They say like awful crap to each other. But it's so funny. Like I could not stop laughing.
Pipeline functional again. However,
Just
we
when
still
one of the
have
characters is
malfunction
like,
in the system.
they were like using like Twitter level dialogue of like people that would like cancel other people, like that kind of dialogue. Like they're calling each other ableist. They're like, oh, you're so toxic. Oh, you're gaslighting me. And they were doing it on purpose because these people were like parading themselves as better than you by being good people, but they're not good people. Because generally that's how that goes. And that was
That's
it was
debatable.
hilarious. No, I mean with internet people, where they say they're better than you and they constantly want to be like, you know, like I don't know how to describe it.
No, I know what you mean.
But like,
I can just think of plenty of internet people that I'd like to cancel.
They're that kind of like at one point there's like 4 people left. Like they're trying to decide who the killer is, and
Extraction is back up
this
and
girl's
running.
spewing her
Until it's safe
entire
that way.
backstory about how her mother is bipolar, and it's like, okay, that kind of sucks. You know, they're not making a joke out of it or
Brace
anything.
yourselves.
And then the
There's a
other
big group of
character's like
incoming enemies.
saying something,
Pumps are working
and
as
then
fast as they can. Keep it up.
oh god, what was it? And the other character's like, oh well, I was addicted to coke and I'm black, so I went to rehab because that was viewed as a problem. But you guys are all addicted to coke and you're white, so it's not really an issue. And then even though they're all like kind of like trying to decide who's the killer and stuff, this one girl is just like, oh, I'm an ally and I get your struggle. And it's like, you're talking to this girl, she could be the one who just killed your friend. And you guys are trying to decide to tell her like you're an ally in the cause. Like, it's stuff like that where it's funny. Like all these characters are dickheads, toxic, they're assholes, they're downright evil to each other,
Well done. Cargo
and they're all trying to parade like good people, and I think that was the satire of it. It's hilarious. Like even one of the characters you're supposed to really, really like, because you like her throughout the whole movie, there's something towards the end you're like, oh yeah, okay, she was just as vapid as the rest. But she's like a foreign exchange student, very quiet, very nice, and at the end you're like, oh, okay, she's just as vapid as the other ones. I mean, if it gives you any clue, they cast Pete Davidson in one of the lead roles. So it's those kind of, like they're going for that kind of character.
I barely know who
And
Pete Davidson is.
I don't like his comedy that much, but in this movie he's perfect because he fits the dickhead perfectly. There's a line in the movie where like he's like, "Oh, I want to give off the vibe that I F, you know, like I F," and people know it. It's like, wow, they're so like soulless. It's hilarious. Like, not all those kind of people are bad, but these are the ones, you know, they're portraying like jerks that pretend to be good people and they're really not, by just parading terms around that they hear. And it's hilarious. There's a few that are decent though. Like Pete Davidson really ain't that bad of a dude in the movie. He's a dickhead, but. And then there's like an older man that's there because one of the girls with this guy on Tinder who's like 40 and she's like 25. He's like the only other character that's decent as well. The rest of them, you just want to see them get what's coming to them because they're so mean to each other. But oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing, bro. Went into it thinking, oh, it's gonna be all right. Like it's gonna be phony and like really whatever because the trailer made it seem that way. And then you watch it, I was dying. It's like, you ever see Starship Troopers?
I have seen Starship Troopers.
It's like that. You know how the characters are like super. They were cast to be like very. Not, I wouldn't even say relatable. I don't know how to really word it. Like, yeah, they're yuppies, you know.
Well, fascists.
The satirical edge. Yeah. Well, not even like the main characters, but like their personalities. They're very like dead behind the eyes.
Yeah.
Like they're soap opera-y. That's what this movie's going for, but like in a horror setting. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, Starship Troopers was a good satire.
Yeah. I think this movie was going for that kind of vibe, but obviously more realistic because, you know, the setting and the stuff that happens. But it's just funny because all the characters are just terrible to each other. Like they all cheat on each other. They're all trying to get with each other, and then they're all mad that other person cheated on them or tried to cheat on them, and like it's
I remember when I went to see Starship Troopers at the theater. I was with a bunch of friends, and I said, well, that was an interesting satire on fascism, and they all said, no, it was just an action movie, no satire.
I mean,
I think
some people, like when I was younger, I didn't even know because I watched
Yeah.
it, like, that's badass. Fuck those aliens up. And then when I got older, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was surprised though, because I mean, these were a bunch of people that were, you know, older, and I would have said more intelligent than me.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies, man. I love Starship Troopers. Like, it works as a fun action movie because, like, the action is a blast. And the universe itself is a blast. I like the sci-fi elements of it. Very, like, Stargate, you know?
Is that directed by Verhoeven? Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Was that one of his? Yeah. With
What's
his
your favorite
RoboCop.
Verhoeven?
Oh,
Right on.
Stop it now.
Did you say RoboCop?
well, I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. What else? Did he do Total Recall? Was that someone else?
Total Recall, Showgirls,
Oh, right.
Total Recall, Showgirls, RoboCop. He did a really good one. Oh, what is that? What is the name of that one? It's like a remake of like almost like The Invisible Man.
I'm not sure.
That one's like honestly underrated. If you want like a pretty good, like do you like Verhoeven's style?
Well,
Like the satirical edge to his stuff?
I watched RoboCop again, like, a week or so ago. And Total Recall I really enjoyed. Although, excuse me. But yeah. Again, the satirical elements kind of went over my head way back when.
Yeah. But the thing is, RoboCop still can work as a fun action movie.
It
That's
can,
what's nice
yeah.
about it. Yeah, you can still be like, okay, RoboCop's awesome, because RoboCop is awesome.
And Total Recall, I think, is a
Like-
genuinely good action film also.
Oh, yeah. Hollow Man is the one I was thinking
Hollow
of.
Man,
It's
yeah.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah, that one's
I've heard
great.
of that.
Pretty dark, but I like that because it's like, you know, he turns invisible and it's like, what would a jerk do if he became invisible? Okay, he's gonna do all this heinous stuff and it's gonna get worse as it goes. The only part of that movie, like, animal death in movies never makes me like always kind of saddens you, right? But for some reason, the part when he kills the dog is so funny to me. Maybe it's because it's in the heat vision, but the way he just like throws it, it's like, oh my god, so over the top. It's a shame that he kind of fell off and doesn't really make that sort of thing anymore, like the kind of movies he made. Because now he made he made a movie in 2021. Has really good reviews, but it's a drama about lesbian nuns. And it's very like, I remember seeing the trailer in the theater and it just almost looked like softcore porn.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow, you're really gonna show this in the theater? Like it was very exposing and very intimate. And I was like, damn. Like even for like not even that they're lesbian. I obviously don't have a problem with that. Even if it was a guy and a girl and they showed as much as they showed in this trailer, I was like, god damn. Like it was very, very inappropriate. And I was like, whoa. I'm no Aaron, but I was like, god damn, it's a lot of skin. And there were a lot of different scenes in the trailer, different sex scenes, and it was about 50% of the trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's
I wonder how much of that is just marketing.
it'd be like, yo, yeah, maybe, but if you want, do you have Amazon Prime or any of the anything like that?
I've got Amazon Prime and Netflix, but we don't get
Trying to,
all the stuff that you'd have in America.
if you want, do you like documentaries? You seem like a guy who'd love a good documentary.
Yes, depending on sort of how it's presented.
If you want a
course.
good one, you have to rent it now. It used to be free, but it's $3.99. It's 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's called In Search of the Last Action Heroes. Great documentary if you want to learn about like 80s action movies and like a little bit more of like the behind the scenes nature of that like time period
Yeah.
from people that were working in it. They talk about Paul Verhoeven a fair bit. They talk about like him working on Total Recall. They were trying to save money and they told I forget the dude's name, but you know the villain of that movie?
Yeah.
He's also in RoboCop.
Yeah.
They interview him and he's talking about like he's like they all told him, oh, you have to fly coach, we're trying to save money, you know, you can't fly the, you know, first class. And they were like, well, what's Arnold flying? They're like, oh, well, Arnold's flying in first class. And he's like, okay, well, I'm flying in first class then. Just interesting little tidbits and like talk
Yeah.
about what killed 80s action movies, which was one movie. It was Speed.
Yeah, had that kill.
No. It was the script was laughed at for a couple years in Hollywood. People called it Die Hard on a Bus. They said it was gonna suck, and they couldn't afford. So when it finally was being made, they didn't have enough in their budget to hire like Arnold or Sylvester Stallone or Bruce Willis or any of the big names. So they went with Keanu Reeves, and everybody thought that was funny because hey, that's a guy from Bill and Ted. How will he be in an action movie? And then he obviously wasn't going to do his own stunts. It was like one of the first big movies to use a stunt double for everything. And then when the movie came out, it made bank. Like it made $1 bajillion. And then the era of high overpaid action stars was done. Because that movie made so much money. And then they didn't have to pay, you know, some gigantic name. It was kind of like it was like a stock market effect. Like it got so big that it just imploded. So I thought it was neat. It's a neat documentary, just going over each year and how it started.
It was definitely the era when I was big into action movies. You know, as a child of the 80s.
They're good stuff, man.
Yeah,
But I recommend it. It's really good. Really good interviews. Really good like guests on there. Really, really good all around.
I still
I
think
think I've watched
probably
it like 2 or 3 times.
Terminator 2 is the best action movie ever made.
I see. I like that movie, but now that I'm an adult, the only thing that bugs me is nobody dies. Like barely anybody dies. Like I always feel like the minigun scene is so badass, but he misses every person on purpose.
Yeah.
And for some reason, in my monkey brain, I'm like,
You
oh,
want to see more blood.
You know, I want to see the Gibbs and stuff. I want to see heads pop. But it's good. I know they talk about like Jackie Chan a little bit and like a little bit of Asian movies and
Jackie Chan
all
is an
kinds of
absolute
stuff.
legend. I love Jackie Chan.
Yeah, modern Jackie Chan is a little rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Beliefs aside, even his movies just aren't any good anymore. Which he can't do the stuff he did before. But I don't know. I'm much more of a Donnie Yen fan now.
Yeah, I mean,
Donnie
he's
Yen at all.
the modern sort of...
Well, they're like the same
Star-
age. Donnie Yen is old now.
Really? He
Older.
can't be the same. Well, I guess he could be. I mean,
Of
he's been around
course.
for ages, hasn't he? He's had a long
Have
career.
you seen last year a movie came out called Raging Fire? And it's amazing. If you want a really, really good action movie with some great stunts, it's got Donnie Yen's in the lead, and it's a Hong Kong action cop movie. And it has some amazing fights. Donnie Yen is really putting in work in it, and you can tell it was like a passion project.
I honestly haven't seen a new film in years. I don't watch movies much anymore.
If you ever watch something, because it's really, really good. Like really good fights. Because like Donnie Yen's very jiu-jitsu-y. Like all his moves are like grapples and stuff. And like the final fight in that movie is like mind-boggling. Like there's a fight even like halfway through where they're like he's in a slum. He's trying to get this guy, this like kind of drug lord kind of dude, gangster, and he's inside the building and he's got the guy, but the outside the building is being attacked by his goons. And he's trying to hold out, and it's very like more brutal, but kind of Jackie Chan-esque of like grabbing stuff in your environment, using it as a weapon. It's really, really good. Really, really fun. I've seen it. I think I've seen it like 3 times now. It's one of those that like if I hang out with a friend who's never seen it, I turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh, watch this. Watch this.
It sounds like the sort of Jackie Chan films of old.
Yeah.
He's keeping up that tradition. Really? I'm gonna go get some lunch. I've not eaten
that was
today.
fun.
Yeah, we'll have to...
Let's
I'm not sure if I
let's play.
really want to play this game that much more.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little uninteresting and not as fun as I expected. I kind of expected like Left 4 Dead levels of enemies.
Yeah, well, I like the resource management sort of aspects. Like, I mean, Satisfactory I do like, but that does not need to be
Yeah.
a co-op game. It's a much more slow-paced thing. In fact,
Yeah.
the absolute worst thing about Satisfactory is the fact that there are enemies in it. I think you could totally remove the enemies and the combat from that game, and it would be much better. But obviously, this is more focused on the combat and the upgrading and everything, which I can see the appeal of. But I don't know. From what we've
Yeah.
seen so far, it's a bit fiddly. It's a bit finicky. There's a lot of navigating through dark passages.
Yeah.
And
Well, install like Sniper Elite, and then sometime we could play in it. Because I'd 100% go through that entire campaign again with you, because it's at this point, right as it stands right now, that's probably my game of the year,
yeah,
just because of how much fun I've had with it.
I will install it. I'll probably have to find something to uninstall because I've got like a 6 terabyte hard drive, but because I install everything I can from Steam, I'm still low on space.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's me with the Game Pass, man. I think I have like 95% filled up now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that doesn't help either.
But all right, dude. It was cool playing with you. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play much co-op, but it's good for a change.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you. Yeah, at some point. It'll probably take me quite a few hours to install. Was it Sniper Elite? So yeah. But by
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah, we'll get to it someday.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know. I'm
Okay.
sure I'll talk to you on Discord, brother.
Oh,
I'll,
absolutely.
let you go eat.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the disband team button. I assume that'll
Alright.
stop the voice comms. Okay, I'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Later, dog.
I don't know if you're still around, Jack, but I will be ending the stream now.